everybody, welcome back. Today I got something really handy for your home disaster preparedness kit. This is from MSR. This is their home water filtration system. Alright everybody, welcome back. So this is a product that I really like. I like products that are set up like this for people who may not want to be gung-ho, storeroom in your house, a year's worth of food type preppers. Maybe they have, a couple months worth of food put away in a Rubbermaid tub somewhere, little supplies, and this is a handy way to have a filter without having a bunch of gadgets and gear. This is a handy way to just put it away. It's set, it's forget, you're done. It's sealed in a nice Mylar bag, kind of similar to how we've seen a lot of freeze-dried food sealed. Sealed up very well. It is resealable. There is a zip along the top here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open this up, and I am going to cut it. I don't want to rip it. So we're going to open it up, and I'm going to show you what comes inside. Now, this filter system is perfect for, like I said, a home emergency kit, any kind of water filtration needs that you might need during a disaster or emergency. If you live in an area where there's frequent boil water orders, and I always say that slow because I mess it up and go boil water. So if you live in an area like that, it's really handy. This threads on to standard home spigots, uses hollow fiber technology as well as activated carbon, and you do have to run it a little bit when you first start it out because there is some activated loose carbon in there that will come out. It's not poisonous, it's not dangerous to drink, but it doesn't taste very good. So you will want to run this for a minute when you first turn it on. It's used by the U.S. military for more than a decade. It's got ultrasonic welded housing for durability inside. The sealed package keeps it for nice long-term storage. It comes with a very nice instruction manual. But the basic instructions are literally right on the front of the package. Another reason why I like this, this might be for the prepper who doesn't want to be all gung-ho and doesn't want to practice with all their stuff 20,000 times a day. This is perfect. There you go. There's your instructions right on the front. It comes in 3 pieces. You have your filter here. You have your connector. And this will connect to your hose bib outside. And you have your clean water spigot here. And this is all pressure fit. So all this stuff is going to pressure fit into place real easy. And it is by MSR. So you're getting a decent quality item. This isn't junk. So I'm assuming the activated carbon is in here and your hollow fiber membrane is in here. So if this looks like what I'm thinking here, it hits the hollow fiber membrane first. There's the flow. I don't know if you can see that where it says flow. It hits the membrane first, then hits the activated carbon. Everything will just snap on like this. Like I said, it's just kind of pressure fit, but everything does kind of have a spot in there to snap into place. And it's very easy to use. Now, the filter flow rate on this is about 1.2 liters per minute. It measures about 7.5 by 1.5 by 1.5 inches. Weighs about 2.56 ounces, and it does have a 3-year limited warranty if you want it. Now, if you want to use this as an inline filter for your hydration systems, you can, but it requires you cutting up stuff here and changing things around a little bit. It can be used as a gravity filter as well. Works very well for that. So all in all, I think it's a pretty decent deal. I do like the fact that it does come with an instruction manual, even though the basic instructions are right on the front. There's some ideas on how to use it differently. There are pictures, very handy, show you how to do everything, very basic. There are instructions in like every possible language in the world, but all in all, pretty cool. So, what you're going to do with this when you get it, this is going to be the end where you attach your connector for your hose bib, okay? You're going to snap that on there, push it on, and there you go, that's connected. Next up on the bottom, you're going to do the same, but with this. And this is all, you got O-rings and everything. This is very well sealed up. You're going to put that on there, put it in, and it locks that into place. So, we're going to take this outside to my hose bib in front, and we're going to try out some of the water. Let me get that in camera. Some of the water that comes out with it, and see how it tastes and how it works. Alright, so we're out in front of my house here with my hose bib. Now, your first order of business is going to be connecting this. So, you're going to run it up right about there. And screw it on. There we go. Okay. And there you go. It is now connected. So let's back up a little bit, and I'll show you the flow rate. Alright, so I already ran the charcoal filter, put a little bit of charcoal out of there. Very quick and simple. I'm actually going to back up the camera a little bit more so you can see the whole thing. Get a pretty decent flow rate out of that. So, let's fill up a bottle here and see how that works. There we go. Let's test it out. Yeah. Tastes awesome. Very, very simple. Now, one thing I did want to mention before we bring this inside and finish up, and you notice I've taken it off here, is that this is very, very short threads here. Okay, so you really have to make sure you get it lined up and on that. It's not like a normal hose where the threading would go all the way up over it. You know, you have to really make sure you're right on the money there, and make sure you're turning the whole unit like that, and get it on there tightly so that it doesn't leak out. I had a little bit of a leak before because I didn't put it all the way in. So now I've screwed it all the way in, it's fine, but just a little bit of info there, just so you know. You can see the threads are not very long. Alright, let's take this back inside, and I'll give you my final information on it, what it filters out, and where you can pick one up. Alright, so we're back inside. That's the water I filtered with it. You can take a look there. I always laugh at this because if you're paying $4 a bottle of water, it's not very smart, but I always laugh at the smart water name. Anyway, this is what it filters out. It's effective against bacteria, 99.9%, protozoa, 99.9%, particulate, which is dirt, microplastic, stuff like that. It's got a 0.2 micron filter pore size. Now, if you suspect viruses or human waste have contaminated your water source, once you get the water in a container, you put 1 or 2 drops of household bleach per liter of water, or 4 to 5 drops per gallon, and wait about 20 minutes before drinking. That does kind of simplify the process. No, it's not going to filter out that kind of stuff, but you can kill it off and be perfectly safe to have drinking water. So this is it's a very handy kit. I would recommend, I did shake it out a little bit outside, but I would recommend letting it dry out, and that's what I'm going to do. Once this video is over, it's just going to sit here until it's dry, maybe even for a day or two. I would recommend letting it dry out before you stick it back in the bag, because you don't want condensation and dripping and mess. But to take it apart is fairly simple. You're just going to push that there. Let me get that off camera here. There you go. Okay. You're going to push this part here, and there you go, right out of there, and there you go. So we're going to let this sit and just dry off naturally. Again, I would shake it in the flow direction. If you're shaking it down, shake it down like this. You probably could backflow it the other way, but I wouldn't really bother, because you know this'll shake itself out, and you can always run more water through before. And that's what I recommend too. Next time you hook this up to use it, make sure you run more water through it. So it will do about 1,000 liters of water. That's a really decent amount of water through this thing. Yeah, it says capacity up to 1,000 liters. So that's a pretty decent amount of filtration. It will reduce chemicals, pesticides, and it will improve the taste of your water. So if you live in an area that gets frequent boil water orders, or your house water is shut off somehow but your spigot still works, or even, you know, I'm thinking about for a very basic kind of larger bug out bag. It's not heavy, but it's large in size. This would be kind of handy. You know, if you carry a Silcock key with you, and you can get water out of buildings, kind of tamper-proof things, during an emergency only. Don't go running around and do this in normal times, because they'll think you're crazy, or they'll call the cops on you. You can connect this to the hose bib right there and get yourself some fresh water to drink. So all in all, it's a very handy system. Very, very good to start out with your first water filter. They run about $35, or $35, $36 at the time of the making of this video. I will have a link down below where you can check them out. Also, too, I wanted to let you know about something else. I don't normally pop in the middle of videos with an ad, but I wanted to let you know about the Food for Patriots link right now. It's preparewithiridium.com, and they have $70 off today on the 4-week kit, $30 off on the 2-week kit, plus free shipping. I don't know how long that deal is going to run, but I did want to let you know. So that's preparewithiridium.com. That link will be down below as well. And don't forget to check out our Amazon affiliate store. I have this in the store as well, a bunch of other filters. If you want to check them out, pick what's right for you. And you know what? If none of them are right for you, I'd rather you go and buy it firsthand from a store than buy the wrong water filter. Water is extremely important. You can survive 3 days without it. That's it. So you really need to have yourself some water. You can go, 3 weeks without food. So you definitely need your water. Water is probably your basic first prep you should think about when getting started and being prepared. So that is the MSR Emergency Home Water Filter. Very simple to use, very basic, pretty decent flow rate too, I must say. And I'm definitely liking it. So I'm going to let it dry out, seal it back up, and keep it. I may put this in my bucket system. I think that's a pretty cool idea to give them a water filter. I have one in there right now, but it's not the best. It's an older one that I reviewed, gosh, 4 years ago. I'd rather put something fresh in there, and that's kind of handy in the bag and everything. And that's about it. So I thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.